All right, you guys, we're gonna be live here from the coffee shop.
Yahoo!
We're live
And-
from the coffee shop. We're live.
Yep, I was gonna try to do it in the landscape, but it's just not gonna let me. So,
Okay.
which
well,
sucks, I don't know why, I have no idea why.
Page. Mr. Handy.
So
I
it's-
forgot what the Mr. Handy is.
Fallout RPG, right, Clint?
Yes, Fallout
And we're
role-playing
doing
game. Not
character
Wasteland
creation?
Warfare RPG, but actual Fallout RPG.
So we all got character sheets we gotta fill out.
That's because I'm quite the character.
Yeah, this is
Actually,
Fallout
yours will
RPG.
be,
Quite the
to be honest, yours probably will be quite the character. Because you can decide if your programming stayed on target or it strayed.
Yeah.
What'd you make me a level 1 for, Evie? I wanna
Because
start off at level
He
10.
just said we all start at level
No,
1.
I know, but I wanted to start level 10.
Well, too bad.
Anyways, it's
So
okay.
just
So,
put
all
a zero
Add a
behind it.
zero.
right, and then there's
You don't write
Keegan
too hard, because
and
you gotta be able to
Clint.
erase that stuff.
Yeah, don't write too hard, for
Well,
sure.
no, those pretty much stay the same, but
Alrighty then,
Mr. Gutsy.
get this thing fixed. I don't know why it won't let me do it in portrait, so sorry. Our landscape.
Because you're
I mean.
not good enough for a portrait.
well, I mean, depending on
A
where you
group
put the
portrait.
camera, that might be okay anyway.
This is alright for the end of the table
Pretty
here.
much covering the end of the table. And this is probably how we'll set up for gameplay, except that when we play, I'll use the Wasteland Warfare screen and section off a little area for me,
Yeah,
so.
Can't we just get you like one of those like giant keyboard card or
Or I
card
could just
backs?
use what I already
Need a
have.
wall.
and-
Need to get a
yeah,
wall.
That would be I've got a GM screen for the Wasteland Warfare.
Oh, I
So
agree.
I'll just put that up and that'll be,
Oh, no
it's
one's
still
allowed
Fallout.
to see what you have.
Right.
Duh.
You can't see what I'm doing because I'm controlling all the bad guys and everything else. Oh, yeah.
Hey.
You know, why do you let her dye her hair? She's obviously a blonde.
Yeah.
I don't dye my hair.
Don't worry about it,
It
Evie,
went
just
over her head.
keep going. Yeah, just anyway. All right. So once you got the camera set, Greg, you're gonna need to sit down, so.
okay. Once I sit down, I won't be able to see if anyone comments or anything. Well,
Oh, I
Keegan's
got
got the
mine
phone.
up.
You can
Alright,
So do
so,
say, I would worry about character creation at
Okay.
this point, not worry about a ton of comments, so. But yeah, we can always address the
Fine.
comments as it comes up.
alrighty.
But I wanna do character creations, I wanna keep everyone on the same page. Please don't write on my work right book.
I'm not.
What do you have under your, yeah,
I was writing lightly anyway.
please don't. Just don't.
Here,
It-
have
it-
have it
it-
back.
Thank
It
you.
bothers
It bothers me to no end, trust me.
I was writing very lightly.
Still. It bothers me
Clint
to no
has
end.
spoken.
It is one of those quirks that I have. I have many.
Okay.
Okay,
So
so
many quirks.
Keegan has the other book there, so I'll just try to keep you lined on page. So right now, I wanna just focus on everyone's special attributes. So it's all your stuff on top. Your strength, perception, endurance, charisma, intelligence, spell special. It's actually kind of brilliant. Use, pay attention please. No, you're not, put it away. Still. So what this gives you is you get 5 points in every one of those stats. You can choose to keep 5 points in every one of those stats, or you can reduce 1 to 4 to bump 1 up to 6. You shuffle the math around.
So every single,
So every attribute has you have a 5 in it and you can adjust accordingly. Do not shortchange yourself on luck. I'll tell you that right now. I mean, you could drop it to a 4, but I wouldn't go below 3 on luck. Just because luck actually has a lot of benefit in this game.
and so what's the highest on this RPG?
10 is the maximum you're gonna be able to get to.
Okay,
But in order to get to a 10, you'd pretty much have to shortchange everything to have one really high attribute.
so what if you just left them all 5?
You could just leave them all 5 too, and then you're middle of the road, and that's good. That's not bad.
I think I might do that, because that's about what Mr. Handy would be.
Well,
How much points do we have?
it's not points, you put 5 in each one of them and you can adjust. You could reduce 1 to 4 and
So-
bump 1 up to 6.
I could put 6 for luck and take away 1 from, I don't know.
You could, I
Charisma or
wouldn't,
something.
I wouldn't put 6 in luck, I would leave luck at 5, honestly. But eventually you'll be able to bump these stats up anyway.
I think just for
For ease,
Save
make
it.
it
Do we
5.
have a pit boy in this?
Yes, but you won't start with one. D will.
The whole mini Warmont. Yeah, don't write on his book. Shame on you.
I don't think mine can go to.
All right.
Yeah, D is actually the only one that
If
can
you
start
scroll up,
with
you
Pip
can
Boy.
find your chat. Let me see if I-
I'm not signed in, so that could be why.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not signed in, and you're not on the actual app. You're on YouTube.com.
Yep, so she's watching. Should be.
Everything's pretty straightforward and simple for this game.
Pretty much.
Alright. So once everyone has figured out their initial attributes,
Stop typing on the phone. If I do that, then I have to listen. Many more month, then what? I'm sorry, go ahead.
That's the point.
Sure, you just be quiet. You're just a hand on the camera that comes in and out of the. So all my attributes, I'm just leaving at 5 for now
Okay.
to start.
and that's fine. Because you're gonna add your attribute plus your skill and try to roll under that on a D20.
On a D20.
On a D20, yeah.
Okay.
So the higher the better, obviously, but luck works a little different. You don't roll luck. Luck are points that you can use for other things as well as action points. So you got an interesting system with this.
Yeah, well, I just I dropped my charisma to 1 and upped my strength perception to 7.
Ooh, Charisma 1 is going to.
Remember,
Bite
he's
you.
You are, that's true, you are Mr. Handy.
So it's not like he's gonna
And
have
you're
much
combat
charisma.
Mr. Handy.
It's not like I'm not gonna have much charisma to begin with.
That's true. I mean, you could be programmed later. Yeah, that does make sense.
So that's why I figured I'd get away with
Way,
dropping my
baby.
charisma to 1.
There you go.
The bad part is the biggest weapon you can get, the 10mm pistol.
What?
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah, you can't carry guns per se. I mean, you can carry a gun, but you can't actually use it.
So
You don't have
I'm gonna
fingers.
be more melee.
Well, but you can have a flamer. Also, you can have a giant buzzsaw.
Wait,
I figured I came
how,
with a buzzsaw.
Yeah.
how does he grab things if he doesn't have fingers?
Could you have a 3-pronged hand?
Oh, no, your laser emitter does
That's
allow you to make
fingers.
ranged attacks with it. Oh, that's interesting.
Nice.
Your little cutting laser also can be used as a small weapon.
Yeah, that's what he
Oh, that's cool.
uses in the game.
Yeah, I don't have him as a companion in the game.
I
I
use him
make him work the bar.
So okay. Well, that would be handy.
It
by the
is.
way.
Yeah.
After a day in Fallout, you might need something cold to drink, who knows?
Yeah, that's
He can't get to work.
He's fine.
So, all right, and so then what about the other things that you
All
have
right.
here?
So, well, I'm making sure everyone's got their attributes first, and then we'll.
You
work
got
on
all your
skills.
attributes?
D
She's still
still.
deciding. So D is gonna be a vault dweller, so she's gonna have a
Vault dweller.
slight advantage of education. Formal
She don't be one of
education.
them educated people.
The bad part is it's education in a very controlled sense.
Well, there you go.
Right?
I mean,
I'd rather just be out
don't we
there
call it
surviving.
indoctrination? I mean,
Yes,
yeah.
they refer to it as schooling.
Oh,
way.
schooling, yeah.
So would my charisma be lower?
That is up to you. It doesn't necessarily have to be because you're with another group, bunch of
I'm with
humans.
other people.
Yeah, I mean, you're living in a colony of probably about 30
But
people.
if I was highly indoctrinated, am I
It's-
believing it?
The indoctrination is, that's all you know. So you're gonna believe it because you don't know otherwise. Remember, you've spent your entire life in this underground dwelling with these people.
Yeah, a lot of people like that don't have charisma though.
No, a lot of them don't. Someone will, that's why they're usually the
That's
leader.
true.
But
Maybe that's how I
your
got out.
character's
or
also
why I
gonna
got
only
out.
be, no, I know why you're getting out. We'll
But I
work on
don't.
that.
But
That-
see,
Well,
that's
see, the point is
What?
you're building your character right now who's still living in the vault. You're only
Yeah.
18,
okay.
so
How old am I?
probably not much
38.
older.
2.
We're gonna make you 5.
You're probably about, actually, you might be younger. You might only be 16 because to be an initiate, you only have to be 16 or older usually.
Oh, sorry, they are really.
They do recruit children, but
5.
I would place someone who's pretty much adult age.
Yeah, we don't want to send
Okay.
children.
Greg could be,
This is what I deal
End
with.
up here.
Greg can be whatever age Greg wants. Keegan, you're gonna be, oh geez, 200 some odd years old, at least.
Do I have to worry about fuel?
No,
200
you infuse your
years
core.
old.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, you
So I'm
just,
slightly explosive.
you're also immune to all
So
radiation.
Keegan, you're immune to radiation and you don't have to worry about a fuel supply.
He doesn't.
But what kind of damage can Mr. Handy take when attacked?
Quite a bit, actually.
Yeah, Mr.
Not
Handy's pretty,
super great,
actually
yeah.
pretty handy.
He's still pretty strong.
Pretty
He
strong.
has
Don't come up to me immediately,
I
because I'll
mean,
just cut you in half.
Also just, you
Nice.
know,
I got a buzzsaw.
he can just swap
Well,
things
now you're-
around. He can be reconfigured.
That's too dangerous for
The
you.
bad part is whoever has the ability to control robots might be able to hack him.
So we could hack Mr. Handy and make him dance.
Well, none of you
For
guys
mini war
probably
mod.
could.
Just for mini war mod.
Yeah.
Evie would be the only one even close enough to having that ability. He
True.
could probably figure it out
It's
rather.
worth
easily.
asking for you, mini war mod.
I'll give him a private show later.
On the
Wow.
OnlyFans page.
Wow.
Only coffee.
$10 for the espresso view.
It's like, no, please don't.
Wow.
I think I'm good.
Okay,
All right, so
I think they add
Dia
up.
is done.
okay.
And what's the next thing you got?
Alright, so the next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna need to get your tag skills and your regular skills. Now, everybody, so your tag skills, you're gonna choose 3 skills that are gonna be your tag skills. And what tag skills basically means is something you've specialized in.
What page are those so I can turn to for everybody else?
So the
Well, it shows it.
skills are page 44.
Also, the skills show
Skill
you
is
what
page 44?
attributes,
Page 44 is your
what
skill list.
attributes you need, right? So they're abbreviated
Yeah,
on the
so
left.
it tells you the,
So it's actually,
so, cause when you're playing, you wanna add the 2 together.
What we do for
so if you were to
weapons?
Don't worry about luck yet.
barter, it's coming off of charisma. I mean, this shows you what your,
Mr. GM.
Just a second.
what it is and what section it's coming out of.
Greg is,
I'm waiting for him.
Oh.
I'm
Waiting
just
for
ready.
who?
me,
So you
cause
said
there's a
just a
couple
second.
yeah, there's a couple things, cause like with Greg,
I'm a survivor. Wait, isn't that a song?
Yes, it is.
Oh,
okay,
but it's
those are
also,
traits,
it's
not
also
skills, so
a
Greg
person
will gain
involved.
some. Everybody will gain some
Oh,
bonuses with traits, so I'm trying to figure out what everyone's trait would be. Alright,
I can make coffee out of anything.
okay,
How's that?
just about, yeah.
That would be an answer.
Okay, so,
But the one thing you can't make coffee out of is love.
That's not true because I love coffee. Evie, it's grind those
Alright, what
beans
is,
with
let's
love.
start with
Oh.
you.
So-
Did you like your drink you had?
Color, is that what D is?
Diaz of all.
Apparently, because you
My
drank it all.
problem-
So do you
Because
I
like
have
yours?
have
I have a
coffee.
Where
I
are we
can't do
at?
anything until I ask this question.
Well, go ahead, Dee.
Coffee
Ask
shop.
it.
Okay,
Yeah, but it doesn't have coffee in it.
so you say that you know how I got out,
Yes,
but if it doesn't match with what skills and,
it doesn't matter,
And like-
you're building your character as if you're still living in the vault.
okay, but what if it impacts how or why I got out?
It doesn't.
You're sure, okay.
I'm sure. I know why you're getting out.
Okay.
I'm doing it on purpose, but I wanted your
I
character
mean,
to
what
be
if I'm
designed.
like really good at something, or
Well,
what
Well,
if I'm,
you can pick anything you're
Like,
gonna
what
wanna
if I'm-
specialize in.
what if I've been operating some barter system within the vault, and I've been, what if I've been doing something in there
That's up to you.
and it doesn't affect
It will
what
have,
happened?
it
Okay.
might benefit you later out in the world, but you won't
Okay.
know until you get there.
Okay,
Your character, the reason I'm doing yours your way is because you don't know much about the Fallout world. So therefore, it makes sense to make a character who's pretty much lived her life sheltered. You can pick what you would have specialized, what you would have wanted to work with. Like, so, say you decided you want to be really good with computers, so you would have focused on
Okay.
computers, for example.
right,
You don't know if you're gonna be able to use computers out in the real world or not. It's hard to say.
The internet could be down in this scenario.
You also could actually take a medical, on that.
Damn. I can carry 150 pounds. I only get 20 shots per gun.
Do we know what my shelter
Can I find an
specialized in?
abandoned treehouse
What?
to live in?
Let me see
Worry about
your,
Hold
your
on.
skills. I'm worried about you
Show it
picking
off.
3 tag skills right
oh,
now.
which page you were looking
Tag
at?
skills are
Mr.
ones
Hall,
that
you
you
were
think
just
are
looking
gonna be
at.
most useful to
That's
you.
kind of a cool,
The redneck,
but you can
spaghetti.
only,
And it needs to
you can only
coincide
pick how
with
many? You
it,
said
so-
3?
3 tag skills. Those are gonna be your specialized skills.
Yeah, so 44. Mark 44.
That's what Keegan was looking at there.
Okay, where do we put skills at, Luke?
Your skills are right there on the sheet where this
And then
is
the book will
skills.
give you
Over
stats
here.
So you'll
and
mark
such.
3 of them by coloring in the box.
Just
That,
pick
those are your
3.
tag skills. Those are ones that you're mostly focused on, or you have the most knowledge in.
Well, big guns is not gonna be a help to me.
No,
Really.
big guns are definitely not gonna be a benefit to you, although it would be really funny if we decided to try to mount something large on you. Like
Oh yeah,
a rocket launcher.
Machine gun or something.
Actually, we could probably try to fit the cryolator on you.
Yes.
That would be interesting to see Keaton with this giant freeze gun just welded to the side of it.
Oh, wait a
Would
minute.
it be good for D to have science?
It might not be bad, but that's up to D. You, Evie, we're gonna have to do something. You pick your 3.
So you only
But
pick
you're actually
3.
gonna get-
You gotta really think about
Well,
what
you,
you're gonna do.
except
with
that
it.
Evie gets a 4th one.
But,
But-
the thing is, they correspond to the top parts, so that would make sense.
They-
Whatever.
yeah,
number-
they
if
all-
I gave
all of
myself
them
high
do.
numbers. If I
Okay,
gave myself a
Evie,
high number.
you will get an extra tag skill in either energy weapons, science, or repair. So you need to pick either energy, weapons, science, or repair.
I'm gonna do.
See, I just
Repair would
picked,
make sense, okay. Then you still pick one more, okay? All a tag skill means is you get bonuses to that skill. If you're being a survivor, Greg, let me see if you're gonna have some traits that you get later, Greg,
okay,
that determine how you grew up, and it's gonna give you some benefits.
what would I have? I picked like lockpick, because you gotta be able to get
That's
into
smart,
buildings.
that makes sense.
And then I picked small guns because
Sure.
probably not getting the majority of big guns, but most any small weapon.
Were you
And then
abandoned
survival.
as a child?
The thing is, I know how
I
to pick.
believe so.
I actually know how to pick locks.
Yeah,
But I erased it for you.
it doesn't matter.
I got lockpick, melee weapons, and explosive, because that would be something that Mr. Gutsy would be.
Yeah, you're a military trained combat unit, that makes sense.
I have
Too many
explosive.
people having lockpick.
Okay, doesn't matter. That's
I
fine.
took
You can all have
lockpick.
lockpick. That doesn't mean you're.
Lockpick doesn't hurt to
A
know.
tag skill just means you're gonna get a bonus to use that skill. That's all that means.
Okay.
That's why I picked because surviving, I need to be able to get into places, use
Yeah.
small arms,
So-
and survive.
Real quick with, okay,
I would
Evie, you
think.
got yours. Greg, you have 2 options to add to that.
What is that?
Alright, so you have traits. Well, everyone has traits, but yours traits are a little different. You pick 2 traits because of the way you grew up.
What page you on for?
Page 56,
What's an energy weapon?
What's the list?
lasers, plasma guns. Right there, that chart, you pick 2 of those.
6, 4, 5.
Okay, yeah, so you pick 2 of those and you get the benefit from those. Also, you have a penalty.
This actually works having 2 books.
It does, that's why I was glad we did.
How much is the book?
So I can pick one of these traits, you said? I'm sorry.
2,
2.
and you
I
get a
will
benefit
take-
and a penalty from it, so,
I will take gifted as one because
Okay.
that you choose 2 special attributes and increase them by 1 each.
okay, and then the
Uh,
drawback is your luck is reduced by 1. Which really isn't too terrible, because you can always compensate for that later. That's actually not a bad option. So go ahead and bump 2 of your attributes up by 1.
And then
And
maybe,
then change your look.
No, leave his luck alone, but it just means he has 1 less than what it says.
yeah,
Because the GM can use luck as well for certain effects, so his luck needs to stay the same.
Okay,
So-
I decided.
I'll raise my intelligence, and probably my, oh boy, agility.
Okay, let's choose one more.
And my weight is reduced, though I can carry less.
You're gonna do
weight.
small frame?
Yeah, because I can re-roll D20 on all AGI tests, which rely
On
on
all
balance
agility
squares.
tests? Well, you can also
Or-
spend an action point for that bonus. The flip side would be heavy-handed,
Yeah.
where you would get,
Let's do that.
your
We'll
melee
have you
bonus
handed.
is
So how do I
increased.
mark that then?
So-
My melee is,
when you get to damages, it'll be +1. Which would be nice, cause that means that's an extra die roll. So you would roll an
+1.
additional die.
okay. So on the melee damage,
So whenever you're rolling your melee damage for whatever, you're gonna add a dice to that automatically.
so but marking wise on the sheet, it's where it says melee damage, I just put +1.
Right now, just put +1.
Yep.
Okay.
You'll put in what melee damage, well, melee damage partially will be determined by the weapon.
Yes, but this
But-
way just saying if I'm surviving, I'm not really looking at,
Alright.
I'm looking at a lot of
Oh.
wandering. Trying to find abandoned coffee shops and such. Right, Evie? I'm not obsessed with coffee, don't look at me that way.
Alright, so D, you do get
Well,
one
you sign,
additional
I'm gonna
tag
drink some more
skill
coffee.
of your choice.
Was she a vault dweller or
Vault
was
Dweller, page 57,
she?
Of my choice.
of your choice, yeah. Because you were educated, basically.
Okay.
She doesn't
I'd
have
like
it.
to
It's right
either
next to
be-
the survivor,
I'd like
Oh,
to
it makes a
either-
survivor, okay.
so, under trait, no, not survivor, right there. The Vault Dweller one, the trait
Yeah,
right
but he
there.
doesn't have a,
Huh?
or vault kid, there's no trait.
That is the trait, it says trait Vault Kid.
So it
So
seems
what
to
do I
be,
do with it?
That's what I'm curious
It-
about.
It says, your healthier start to life and hands of the trained doctor, sophisticated auto dog means you reduce the difficulty of all endurance tests to reduce the effects of disease. In addition, your carefully planned upbringing means you have one additional tag skill of your
Of my
choice.
choice is the point.
Yeah.
So it could be anything.
Yeah,
be
any
any
other
tag
tag
skill you
skills,
want,
so
yes.
any of those
Okay.
tag skills.
And so, but do I write anything above endurance?
No, you
Just to
don't.
kinda,
No, you leave
so
that
I
alone.
know that, okay.
It
But I
doesn't
get-
matter.
Like, it's just that when the time comes, I have more endurance.
No,
Or
you'll
less.
add it to your, when I have you do an endurance test, your difficulty will be reduced.
it would be
That's
So
easier,
instead of me
easier
saying
to
you
do.
need 5 successes, you would only need 4.
Okay,
Okay, so
It
you need
makes
to
it
write,
easier,
That's
yeah.
good. I'm not changing it, I'm just.
Yeah, that's.
Okay, so I'm trying to decide between repair and science.
Both are really good.
Right now I have,
Science lets you build things more than repair does, though.
right now I have explosives, medicine, and speech.
So science will give you. Science skill covers academic practical knowledge, but it is practically applied in the wasteland through computer coding, robotic programming, and brewing chems. People with high science can make drugs to sell
Maybe I
later
could-
for profit.
Or maybe I could barter, but,
Barter is, all of them are gonna be good skills, that's why everyone only has so many skills. They're
Okay.
all key skills. You
Hey.
will be able to advance all skills later.
okay,
Just some skills are gonna, with the tag skills, you're gonna get extra.
why don't I do barter?
Barter is gonna be very useful if you wanna survive.
I'd like to barter.
Well, there you go, you just pick what you feel
And
you
so
need.
far, you haven't even put any ranks in the skills, you're just marking which ones are your specialized skills.
Okay,
That's all we're doing at this point.
okay.
So once everyone has their tag skills figured out. That's page 50.
I think we got them figured out there.
So a tag skill will give you 2 additional ranks. So each skill that you have marked as a tag skill, you will have a +2 to whatever you assign to it.
Okay.
So the ranking, that you'd mark it in a rank then?
Not yet. Just like denote it off, well, the ones that have a box add 2 too, that's basically the easiest way to remember it.
For everyone?
I just wrote. like,
That'll be for
little
every tag
little
skill.
+2 bio, like,
Everybody
just
gets
so
that.
I remember.
The tag skill is a bonus to the skills. We haven't gotten how to assign skills yet,
So
so.
I write it down.
No, don't write it down. See the boxes you marked? Just remember to add 2 to each one of those when you assign your skill
Yeah,
points.
so I write +2.
I don't need to put right +2.
If it reminds
Just
you.
add two.
Everyone else is doing it.
So
Some of us-
remember,
If everyone
Some of
else
us-
jumped off a bridge, would you?
Some of us reminded ourselves.
if there's Pokemon involved.
Okay,
Ignore us.
so everyone else once your tag skills are done, take 9 plus your intelligence rating.
Okay.
So that's your total number of skill points you can assign to your skills. You can assign 0 to a skill if you want, that just means you don't have any knowledge in it and you won't get any benefit to rolling it, it'll just be off your attribute. You cannot have a skill higher than 6. Now, I don't know if that, let me see if that includes, I don't know if that includes your tag or not. Let me look and see.
Also, someone's gonna need to be good in repairs. I'm gonna need
Oh.
somebody to be,
Which I did not do.
well, good, cause I'm gonna need somebody. Cause I cannot repair myself.
Oof.
So if one of us takes repair, we could help you out.
I have repair.
Okay, you cannot go above 6 by any means. So if you wanna put a 4 in your tag skill, you'll automatically get a 6 because of the bonus. So then you're only spending 4 points on your tag skills instead of 6 points or whatever.
I'm confused.
What's your intelligence rating?
5.
Plus 9.
So you're gonna get 14
14.
points to win this whole rank.
So you assign 14 points to all the skills. You can't put more than 4 in those because you get a +2, but then if you put 4 in those, which would be 12, which would eat up all your points, you would still get a +2. So even if you only put 1 skill in here, it'd still end up being a 3 because you already have a +2. So you have 14 points divided amongst all those skills. You don't have to put any points in the skill, you can have a 0 skill. It just means you haven't learned anything or utilized that skill. D, I would say you should at least have 1 in everything.
Mini Warmouth says that you
Because
might
I've
be a
been
little bit of a
well-trained.
ruthless DM there, sir, Game Master.
He has no idea.
You have no idea, Mini Warmouth, he's being ruthless. Mini Warmouth says to make sure you're filled with coffee before the game starts.
Just, you could tell that just because he wouldn't let us put +2 next to the
Yes,
skills.
yes. Just imagine if we were doing a more complex game. So the nice thing is you guys are doing this.
He's feisty today.
Yeah, the nice thing is as you guys are doing this, the
Some
Star
of
Trek
us rebel.
RPG uses the same rule system.
1, 2,
Oh, I'm sorry, what?
The Star Trek
Star Trek.
RPG uses the same rule
It's
system.
not the same thing.
It doesn't exactly character create like this, but it's pretty close. So if we wanna do Star Trek later, I'd be willing, I'm thinking about picking up the Star Trek RPG book as well. Because it's the same rule system.
Yay.
So, and we don't have dice for it, they'd just be yellow and blue and, radioactive
Can you
looking.
tell
Here,
that
Keegan,
I like Star Trek? Can you tell?
Keegan, do you wanna
Nah.
respond to Mason?
Can you tell that I
Just tell him
had?
I'm
Mason.
taking it, Mason. He said.
Oh, yeah.
Can you tell that I read 24 Star Trek books by the time I was probably not much older than you?
Nope.
And that my mother, and I put together Star Trek models, tricorp, everything. I did all the models. And then at one point, my
But you would
mother
have 3 in your
decided to
tag
take them
skills.
all
Oh,
to Goodwill.
yeah.
Well, hold on, Mr.
So-
David.
And I
You're
cried.
just-
I don't think that'd be a bad,
It's not, and I think we'll treat that for you as a matter of 200 years has corrupted some of your programming.
yeah.
And you've picked up a few other things along the way. So needless to say, you traveled around a lot.
Seeing I've been around the block.
Yeah.
Think of
Actually, you've kinda, I
R2D2.
think, been around this nation at this point.
Right.
Maybe not quite, maybe I'm more like, we'll assume if you did
So-
travel, you pretty much kept to the East Coast.
Think
Okay.
of R2D2, how
So-
mixed up he was.
David
At
from
least I can talk,
Xanax
I'm not gonna be
Gaming
bothered.
Yeah,
is just saying hi. He can't stay, but thanks for stopping in, sir. He said he'd probably catch us later. So
that's
I
cool.
wanted to pass that along to you guys.
That's
'cause He's a
cool.
cool guy.
Yeah,
We're not gonna run slow enough to be
My
caught,
person.
but yeah.
Clint's daughter says, hello person. She doesn't know you.
alright. Has everyone got their skills or still working on it?
Uh,
Well,
We're
I
done.
don't know.
We're just waiting on
I might take away my survival just because survival.
That does seem, and there
That kind
are a couple skills for you that are just, there's no point in you having. it.
foraging, hunting, cooking. Yeah, I
Like-
don't need that.
Like pilot, really, yeah.
Well, I already put 0 on pilot.
Yeah.
Because I can't fly. I'm not R2D2.
I feel bad for R2D2. Every single line he's ever spoken in every movie they've censored.
Is there anything?
Literally, they
What
bleeped it
the
out.
Stop cussing.
They
I
bleeped it
think
out.
he's the reason we have the bleeping for censors.
Yep.
Sorry, let me.
I took out my survival and I upped my unarmed.
So you wanted me to have at least one in each,
Yeah, you should have at
And
least
then-
one in each
Are
skill.
my ranks good?
which basically means,
Wow, Spartans,
Well,
hey, cool
yeah,
anymore.
but then you have nothing in the other skills.
what do you mean?
What other skills are
She doesn't
All
have.
of them. You have all of those skills. Those skills are all
You
available
can work.
to
You
you.
can change that
She
later.
can put
with
them
your
to
dad.
zeros if you want, but then you're only specialized in certain things.
Well,
Okay.
then why did we taggle?
The tag skills give you a bonus.
I'm dumb.
Bonus is extra.
No, you're not dumb. You just
It's
uneducated.
just,
You may not have been quite listening.
That's dumb.
Poor Evie, she's having a.
Listening is not intelligence.
so
Not.
at this
I don't know
point,
why I don't even got
it's
survival.
fine, you can leave them and treat the rest of the skills as 0. And that's fine, that just means you won't add anything when you roll, is all.
Okay.
That's all that means. So you're not gonna be good with melee or piloting, but you're gonna be good at repair.
Which we need.
You'll have good survival, you'll have good explosives, and you can use big guns, even though you don't have any. Actually, I'd almost take the big guns, to be honest, and change it to energy weapons, because you're gonna start with a laser pistol.
What was that?
I don't know.
Roar?
Yeah,
That was
did
a
you
car.
hear that?
We just heard a roar outside.
Yeah, I would say you're gonna be smart off with energy weapons.
So was that the homeless person? or
I
was
don't know, I thought that was a car.
It sounded like
There was
something
a
out of this world, didn't it?
Was it a
walked
dinosaur?
past at the time.
I don't know. It is what it is, you never know what's
You
gonna
have,
happen.
you have 14 points.
Actually.
I'm putting that tier 2 and then there.
9, 10, 14.
9.
But you actually, well, but see,
13.
2, 3.
is that factoring in your bonus or not factoring in your bonus?
That's factoring in.
Then you're putting zeros in those?
Yeah, all the ones that are empty, you put 0 in.
So what, well, but what she did is she put like energy weapons at 2. She didn't actually put any points in it, she just used the bonus. So she actually has 2 points to still spend.
Oh, that was smart.
So what I would do is just bump these to 3 and put 1 in each.
There you go.
Because what you're gonna do when you roll to shoot, you're gonna add your perception of 5 plus your energy weapons of 3, that means 8. So you need an 8 or less on a d20 to succeed. A 0 just means, yeah, there's nothing in it. What did you do for skills, D?
Well,
She's-
so far, I just put 1 in each and
Okay.
added the 2.
You added your bonuses, that's fine.
I mean,
You're
That
gonna be
works.
pretty
I
well
might-
rounded come out.
You're
of
gonna
it.
have a rounded skill set. Keegan would have a rounded skill set. Because of the way he was programmed, or learned as he went along.
See, I've been learning as I've been floating everywhere.
okay.
Alright,
Hope there's not a strong wind.
you have, what, 3 grab thrusters?
I did one underneath, I thought.
No, some of them have more than 1.
Well, what's wind?
Pull up Google on your phone, Evie.
Google.
Okay. Attention,
I
Mr.
don't have
Gutsy.
any less than 3 on my top.
Well, that's
list.
fine,
So,
that's fine,
yeah, I'm well-rounded,
okay.
I guess.
So now that skills are in, I suppose Greg just kinda did the same thing.
I'm done, I've been done with mine.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
added 2 to my barter, cause I don't have anything there.
Well,
I
that makes
added to
sense for
my-
you,
Energy weapon a little bit. I added to my medicine so I could heal myself.
that makes sense to you. Medicine doesn't so much, don't think of medicine as first aid, it's more of you knowing how to use the medical stuff that's around.
Yeah.
oh, I
Yeah.
thought medicine was first aid.
It's not really first aid, it means you know how to use stim packs and operate the med systems.
Oh, well, I would know that being military about
Then
it.
Yeah,
I
you would.
I
kinda
added
know
to
that.
repair, because if I'm out surviving, I wanna repair.
Repair
things.
is smart, yeah. Science is also good, so
Small
that'll be
guns and-
beneficial for D.
Survival.
Alright,
What did you say for me?
science is good.
I didn't do science, but I could.
No, you're fine.
I mean, I was trying to decide between medicine and science.
Alright, go to page
And
59.
if he's got
You-
medicine,
you have
maybe
to
I
be
should do science.
Careful.
Doesn't matter.
Keegan the other day was holding a flashlight up to his eyes, Clint. I said, what are you doing? He goes, I'm blinding me with science. And I'm like, what? And I guess there was some sort of pun in there.
Yeah, I'm sure there was.
I'm confused.
Yeah, you're not the
You
only
would
one.
have to know the song.
Yeah, you know the song. Anyway, don't do that, Evie, please stop. Okay, you guys now get to pick one perk.
What's a perk?
Perk is just some
It's kinda
little
like a
special thing you
donut
have.
or a cinnamon roll.
So that's why Keegan turned to page 59. The perks are on page 59
It's an
through,
extra.
Where's the perks on our page?
No, Mr. Gutsy's only got one rocket.
does he only have the one thruster?
Animal
Okay.
Yeah, he's only got one thruster on the bottom.
Adrenaline rush, adamantium
Yep, all the
skeleton.
way through to 70.
On the other side.
Okay, oh, yeah, that's right, you're doing a Mr. Gutsy, not Mr. Handy, okay, that's right.
I thought you were doing Mr. Handy.
Oh,
They're the
Mr.
same,
Gutsy.
Mr. Gutsy's a military version of Mr.
Oh,
Handy.
he's the military version.
What are we doing now?
You're gonna pick one perk.
Perks.
I get a perk.
Perk.
Yeah, you will get a perk.
Where are the
Dude.
perks on our page?
They're on the other
They're-
side, actually.
Turn it
But they're
over.
not listed.
Oh, that's right.
You'll start with one perk.
Oh.
So you can pick one.
Yeah, so that's why I had you flip the book to page
But it's,
59.
Name, rank,
Well, it starts there.
There's
You
the-
start
there's a
there.
lot of them.
Okay.
Oh boy, there's quite a few. to
There's a
pick.
lot, yeah. And you gotta make sure you meet requirements. So some of them
So
you
they
can't
have to
have.
be rank 1, because we're all at rank 1. You can't be grabbing rank 4, can you? Well, wait, no, cause your skills.
No,
is that what's going
the
on?
ranks means those, you can level those perks up later.
Okay,
Cause like Bloody Mess only is a rank 1. You can only do it one time, so you can only take it one.
okay.
Now what does Bloody Mess do?
Makes a bloody mess.
Oh, it tells you how much strength and stuff you have to have.
Sniper.
Yeah, there are some requirements. You gotta make sure you meet the requirements for the perk.
Smooth talker. So it tells you the requirements is like 7, endurance, charisma 6, strength
Some of these
8.
you won't be
Some
able to
of
do
them
because
we're
you're not the
gonna
right
be able
level.
to
No,
do.
you're not, but it's,
So basically, you're just gonna start off with low level
yeah.
perks.
So
and
you might wanna look for something like lockpick or locksmith or maybe computer. Greg, you might wanna look at locksmith.
well, when you're done, I can, because what does the effect of locksmith do? I mean,
It's gonna
obviously
give
you
a
pick it, but
bonus
what
as to
does it
picking
give you the
lock.
bonus?
It's gonna give you bonuses. And in some cases, I think with the locksmith perk, certain locks you won't be able to pick
Oh,
until
it's
you're
your
high
kid's
enough.
luck, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah,
So this is where I can see, if you're gonna play this, you should have the book for reference. Everybody
yeah.
playing should have their own book, so you're not waiting. Okay.
yeah, it's, yeah. But
You
that's
know
why
what?
we're spending all day doing nothing but character creation.
We're gonna have one really weird robot who has a pet dog.
You're gonna do dog meat?
Yeah, I'm gonna take
I
dog
want
meat.
dog meat.
I'm taking dog meat.
Well, yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if you'd had dogs just follow you.
Can I have a Mishka?
Oh, what?
Mishka is the
Mishka.
wolf I have in Fallout 4.
Oh, okay.
Just means you have a dog companion. I don't know how those work, but technically, no, you wouldn't as a Brotherhood initiative. You would not have a pet.
I don't even know what it does.
Friend and ally
You
So
can't have
it's
a pet,
basically an
Evie, it's
NPC.
okay. Don't cry.
that you have control of. So You can do like dog meat in the game where you can give it basic commands to do things.
Wow.
Fetch.
However, unlike Fallout 4,
Fetch me
dog meat will
snackies.
die in this one.
Oh, okay, okay, dog meat
Here's
will-
dog meat stats. But dog meat can get killed.
Well, maybe that wouldn't be a good one to have.
Yeah.
Dog meat is not allowed to die.
Yeah, he's not impervious like he is in Fallout 4.
I thought he was impervious, I was like, okay,
No,
that'll.
no, he is not.
That'll work.
Ooh, infiltrator's not bad. But you could have a high perception.
I do not.
Yeah, I'm one off
It'll
on perception.
work.
Well, look at, it's broke.
Keegan, why's your phone
Fast
so
heal
broken?
is not bad,
Huh?
except
Why's
that
your phone so broken?
you
Could
can't
it
have
look
fast
at,
heal.
could it saw your face on the net crack?
Yeah.
No, but seriously, why? Why?
You
is
should
it-
take Heap Ho, Keegan.
Huh?
You should take Heap Ho.
What's he gonna do?
He can throw knives.
Oh, I
hilarious
can't,
to see.
I can't,
Throw
I
knives.
can't, I'm one short on that, cause you gotta have what, an 8 in
Strength
strength? I'm at strength of 7.
I don't care if you want it.
Okay.
I will allow it.
Okay.
Just because.
It would just be hilarious to see just him run, because that means you'd have to have a claw hand, but he just out of nowhere, he just pops a little knife and
We'll
just,
do that.
I mean, it would be hilarious.
Wait, what's the Reaper?
We'll do that.
What's the Reaper one?
Reaper,
Yeah, it's
Grim Reaper's spirit,
Uh-huh.
so you have to have a luck of 8.
Oh.
When you make an attack which kills one or more enemies, roll an extra dice.
Rank 1.
If you roll an effect, add 2 AP to the group's pool. So it gives bonus action points, but
Spend 1 AP to
what's
increase
your
range.
perception, Greg?
Perception is 5.
What's your agility?
6.
You could take Ghost. Whenever you attempt
Wait,
an-
he's a survivor, that would make sense.
that would make sense. Whenever you're, so,
Okay.
this is whenever you attempt an agility plus sneak test in shadows or darkness, the first additional D20 you buy is free, so you don't spend an action point for it.
Whoa, where's my
Agility
action
plus
point?
sneak,
Plus sneak, yeah.
and then I get, what was it, 1 extra?
So you get an additional D20. So basically, when you're doing agility plus sneak, you would roll 3 D20 instead of 2. That could be beneficial to you for sure. What's your lucky? No, it's level 2.
And that was
Spend-
Ghost, you
spend
said?
a thing.
That is called Ghost.
Okay. Rank 1, right, and then Ghost.
That light stuff.
That's what I was wondering.
There, that'll work.
Yeah,
for
you
me,
could
'cause
do
I
light
got-
step. That would actually be smart
Sneak
for
around.
you.
Yeah,
Stick
that
around.
looks good. I was thinking about
What,
that one.
what you guys don't see is, in the book,
So,
there is tons of,
yeah, well,
tons of these to
if
pick
anyone who
from.
knows Fallout, this is right out of the video
And so
game.
what's the price point on this book, Clint? Was it about
50.
50?
For the main
Okay.
book, it's 50.
For the main book?
Okay, so if
But
you
it's
always
pretty
increases the
detailed,
range.
so if you
Well,
would
it's,
find,
it is Fallout 4, you know.
Of
it's Fallout 4, it's
Or
on
in
the
an
table.
the weapon. It doesn't specify
Alright, when
which
you make a
weapon.
throw up an attack, you may spend 1 action point to increase the range of the
Oh,
weapon by
throwing-
1 step.
One weapon, okay.
So that's actually beneficial, it means you can throw, wait a minute. When you make a throw weapon attack, you may spend 1 action point, so you can throw any weapon.
What do I write for effect?
So it'd be no big deal for you to huck a machete, especially a burning one.
Ooh.
You got your hands on a shish
Yeah.
kebab,
Radiation poisoning in it?
well, you get your hands on a shish kebab, which is basically a sword with flame jets, you can throw it. Dang, that's pretty brutal to have the robot just start flinging sharp objects.
Brother.
That may not be
Whatever.
good,
I
man.
have a question about
Okay,
intense
light
training.
step, alright,
What's that?
so
What are you done?
put page 67, just put PG 67 in the corner.
What's your question?
Or take a picture of it. And take a picture of it.
What would you
Okay,
ask?
that way what we'll do is we'll just refer to it when you're using it, but
Intense
Alright,
training.
so
I don't
when
know
you
what
roll
this means.
to generate a complication on an agility-based skill test. you
Oh,
may
it's got a
roll one
rank of
complication
10,
for every action
required
bonus
level 2
Yeah.
plus.
In addition, you may reroll D20 on any agility with athletics deck to
It's the
avoid
last
traps
part
triggered by
that-
pressure plates or similar mechanisms.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think
I'm
you
not
do it, I
ready
think
for
you
it.
No, we'll
can't
just
do
refer
because
to,
rank
basically it means
one.
you can sneak around traps a lot easier. So anytime we're around traps, just remember you have
Increase
light
any
step.
one special attribute by one rank is usable.
That's gonna let you,
Expenditure.
yeah, not
Increase
step on
special
landmines
attribute,
as
increase
easily.
content, use
Yeah.
method.
Hello.
Oh, I can't do that, I'm not level 2.
Yeah,
Hello,
that's-
Frosted Fish.
Duh.
How are
Okay,
you guys?
Person.
Hold on, I was spending too much
Okay,
time.
but you're in there,
Wait a minute.
You're-
Okay,
you're in,
so we're doing
No,
the
right now
character
you can only
creation
have one.
seeds,
You'll get more
Mythos.
later, but right now you can only have one.
Okay.
And all your stuff that you got from the game is here. And then, of course, on the back is even a little bit more. But in the book, it's all your attributes. And Mythos loves Fallout, he said, Clint.
Yeah, this is,
Oh,
well,
you
and we're
can't
gonna,
see it.
we're gonna live
This is-
broadcast us playing, so.
We're just doing character creation, Mythos. So when we're done with the character creation,
Might do this
we are
one.
gonna do the game probably
what's
next.
That wouldn't be
next
something
week.
I think
you know
next
how to
time
do.
we're gonna do
I don't have a perception
Forbidden
aid.
Skies and then we're
Do
gonna
you have
start.
a
So I'm gonna need a
intimidate?
week
I
or
do.
two to get
That would
story
be
stuff going.
So probably in
She's
the
gonna be
next
playing
week or
taking a
two.
hack.
Yeah,
Hacker.
She's taking hacker.
okay, that makes sense.
Can I
Okay,
see your book
sorry.
for a second?
That's gonna be real handy when trying to get through stuff.
So see,
Like
Mythos,
doors.
I'll show you, you got, well, you got the fall book, you know, so, let's see if we can get it. The RPG book, and then inside,
Is it still an RPG? if I
pretty
fall
much
out of the
anything
chair?
you need to
Yes.
play the game. It's the same as playing it on the
It'd be
video
worse
game,
if you don't make
just
your
on
roll.
the table with other
It'd be worse
people.
if you
There you
don't
go,
make your
thanks
roll.
Dee, that's Dee's book. But yeah, it's,
That's gonna be funny, we're gonna combat and you're gonna like, oh,
it's the
rebar.
same, so
I
if
know.
you do this,
This is
then,
gonna be
it
bad.
works out pretty
It
good.
is.
And all your
Well,
attributes,
what's your strength,
skills,
just out of curiosity?
and what origin you are, like I'm a
Eight.
survivor.
Okay, so an
And
8.
just so
you
that
add
Keegan can
one
play that
dice
song, I'm a
to your
survivor,
melee
you know.
damage.
And he's gonna be a Mr. Handy because it's Keegan.
Normally, let's see.
Well,
What are you
Mr.
gonna
I'm a
be?
Mr. Gutsy
You're
now.
Mr.
Mr.
Gutsy.
Handy.
He's a
Yeah.
Mr. Guts, yeah, I'm
Can I
sorry,
flip this out
forgive
here?
me, same,
No,
but,
But
Just-
I was looking at Keegan.
no.
yeah, I say go for it. So yeah, it's pretty cool there, Mythos, thanks for swinging by, we'll talk more about it
Okay.
later too, on
Enough,
our
Joe.
show we do, this is just from the coffee shop,
Both of you.
children. And on the
I know,
live
and now
stream, you
end it.
get to see our dysfunctionality.
And end it.
We're just like a little family
Yeah,
here.
Okay, so,
so we got
oh,
Keegan and
Throwing
Davey doing
skills.
whatever. Throwing
skill
skills.
describes your ability to effectively make attacks with thrown weapons like javelins, knives, and improvised weapons. In other
Piece of
words,
rebar.
any junk you can find, like dish plates.
So you can
So
throw
you can
whatever.
literally throw a plate an extra distance and do extra damage with a freaking china plate. You're like
There we
the
go.
junk jet without the actual gun. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna attach a junk jet to you.
I could just pick up junk for ammunition. I can
Yeah,
just carry junk for extra ammunition.
You
Jump
could.
for ammunition,
You
that'll
could-
work.
Basically, you could basically combat whatever you could grab, including your own arm.
Okay.
Well, your arm gets blown off, you could throw it at that
Wait,
point.
he can throw his own arm.
So the saw blade gets blown off, you just pick it up and,
Okay.
which would look hilarious to see this round large object with this limb tangling behind it before it embeds itself into
Oh my god.
God knows
You know
whatever.
what
Oh
we
man,
should,
we're gonna have so much fun with this game.
you know what we should do? Is we should print out some of our characters. Okay, fine.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we have a whole
You mean what
box
they look like?
of Fallout characters.
What
I
if we
mean,
try
Do you have the Mr. Handy?
I don't know, I'll look in that
Nothing,
box.
leave it there.
I have the core
You have
box,
5
but I
luck
got
points
the,
at this point.
I have
Yeah, cause I'm
the,
gonna have the laser,
Well-
the pincer, and the buzzsaw.
I have
Okay.
the Warf.
Right, we
I have
don't
the
need the
Fallout
miniatures for
Warf
this,
ways.
and I really hadn't planned on
Box.
using the
Oh, okay.
miniatures for this, because the way the mapping goes does not require the miniatures, and it works a little.
No, I'd just be nice to,
Yeah.
really cool to have them. It help people keep track of who's
Well,
what.
what it does is, well, because combat works way different in this game. So, imagine if you would the Red Rocket Station looking down upon it from the top, and it's broken into 4 zones.
Yeah, the
Okay.
miniatures are
So
cool.
all it does is look at zones, so it doesn't take into account inches or anything, it's what zone is the person in.
Ow.
You can throw something, because generally thrown weapons can only be in a short or medium zone, you can throw in long range. So you could literally throw a rebar from the beginning of the Red Rocket Station to the back of the Red Rocket Station and hit the super mutant that's trying to sneak around the corner, for example. Which means you could also throw tires
Tires.
or car parts.
Yeah, car part, pieces of metal.
Can he throw a dog? Can he throw a
Technically,
dog?
he could, but
It'd be
But
improvised.
it's
We're
un-
not-
Dog me,
But
attack!
it's unkind.
of course, he could throw the corpse of the dead super mutant.
That's good.
As long as you could pick it up, your strength's actually high enough, you probably could. It would probably take both of your limbs to do it. And, I don't know,
Once your butt's on a laser, I mean, it's kind of a nasty combo.
that is a nasty, well, the laser itself is a nasty combo.
Well, 'cause I can cut through things and then I can still shoot.
Yeah, that's handy. Plus you have 3 eyeballs.
Yeah, I have 360 vision, so that's why I put my
Until
perception on.
Have
somebody
you
throws
picked
something
yours?
at one of them.
Yeah, there you go, Mythos. Mythos is asking there and there, so I'm just doing the survivor. And you can pick your extra, whatever you want in here.
We're all level 1, so
Everyone's a
little
level
limited
1,
right
but
now.
on the skills, you can go ahead and pick the first 3 you want. So I took lockpick, small guns, and survival because I'm doing the survivor faction. So,
Well,
and the miniatures are cool. Yes, I have
Yeah.
the entire box. At
Well,
home.
Mr. Gutsy's name.
What
at-
perk
at-
did you
through-
choose, Greg?
Perk.
Perk. Did you, on your other side?
I took Ghost as a perk.
Yeah, so he's
Ooh.
stealthy.
So Ghost will help me
Makes sense
sneak
for him.
around because I'm trying to survive out there.
Plus he has a little
Cool.
bit higher bar.
He can be like
rate, so-
Danny Phantom and go Ghost.
I
Kind of.
avoid traps!
Yeah, Evie doesn't go boom when she steps on stuff.
And I'm
Or
a hacker.
tries not to go, yeah, that's gonna be handy too
So
eventually.
we have a guy, a robot that can throw just about anything. A person who can't be exploded. A guy who's invisible and someone who can hack things. Well, this is gonna be an interesting group.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Oh, I could
And
have
then
been
there's
an
Clint running the
entomologist.
storyline, so,
That's already gonna
It's
make it
gonna be
scary
interesting.
here.
That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
so,
Alright,
I could have chosen entomologist.
you still
So
can
take
later. You can
Weird.
get it later. You'll get more perks later.
Yeah, you'll pick up person
As you
go
guys
along.
level up, you start
Insects.
bumping stats and you start
We
bumping.
really
Yeah.
need to get her to play
you
the
can
game.
get more.
I know, but that's why it made sense for her to play a Vault Dweller first.
Yeah.
Because she has no real clue outside of the world, and that's fine. I will warn you though, the game is gonna be a little dark. Like there's.
Is it the video game dark?
Exactly, that's
That's
why.
what I'm
Isn't
saying.
that what
Isn't
I-
the video game
Isn't
dark?
that what I said to you when you said that to me?
Yep, so it is gonna follow that vein. Okay,
Yeah.
So what?
now we're gonna start developing, now we'll start getting your stats. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything else, but that should have been, so you got your perks.
I think he means it's
So
gonna
we
be
got-
darker than dark.
No, it's not gonna be that.
It can't be
We're not
too
quite-
dark because they'll be being live streamed, but.
Yeah,
he's
we're not,
saying-
we can't
Okay.
get, so there'll be no adult content, there'll
Yeah.
be, you know.
Hey,
Alright,
I
so
didn't
next
mean
is to
that.
calculate your character weight,
This
your
is
carry weight.
Cyberpunk.
Yeah. So your carry weight is important because you will be limited on what you can carry. So carry weight is 150 plus your strength rating times 10. So take your strength times 10, add that to 150.
I'm pretty
That would
sure.
put me at 200.
I'm
Okay.
pretty sure
It's gonna
I'm
put
limited
everybody
to
at
150.
I think you are limited to 150, I think you're right.
Okay, strength times what? Or strength
You have
plus?
some different restrictions that we gotta look at for you.
Oof, this thing.
Yeah,
right here
okay,
is
so
way
my
too
carry
strong.
weight is 150
Okay,
and cannot be increased by strength or perks, but it can be increased by modified armor.
okay.
What is
So I'm
that?
limited to 150.
Yep, for right
Like
now.
an air freshener built into the wall.
But
Too
that'll
strong.
lighten up as I start throwing my China plates.
Fan
I think it's hot.
So how'd you die by China plate?
Oh, come on, in the game you can kill
It's
people
our
with
turn
teddy
now,
bear.
Evie.
I know, that's
Granted, you're
hilarious.
launching the teddy bear at what,
Teddy bear
200 miles
death
per
by
hour,
teddy
right?
bear.
But still,
That'll work.
I still like the railroad gun, or the rail spike gun.
Oh yeah,
Because I'm sorry, but first of all, it's steam powered and it whistles at you, which is hilarious. But it's still the fact that you could drop a super mutant with a railroad spike being launched at 300 miles per hour.
yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, that's what the railway gun does. And it goes woo when you shoot it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
It's steam.
It's almost
you
like
figure out
Fallout.
your-
It's
you figure out
sarcastic in
your
a
Yeah,
way.
funny of that.
He
Just-
said it was
I'm
gonna
not
be
sure,
different for me,
Clint, but-
right?
No, not for you, for me.
For him, he's limited by his weight because of what he is.
Okay, so your carry weight.
I thought I was waiting
Hold
for
on.
something.
No,
Okay.
you
You gotta figure your
150
carry weight.
plus your strength times 10. What's your strength?
Okay,
What's your
What is
strength?
your strength?
The strength would be
Oh, my
strength?
strength is 5.
right there.
Okay.
3.
So you're
times 10 is
180 pounds.
50 plus
So
150.
150
So your
plus.
carry weight's 200.
So 180
It's on
pounds.
your back of the sheet.
30.
Flip over your sheet over. So it's 200 on the back. Carry weight.
On the bottom.
So you can't carry more than 200 pounds worth of stuff.
180.
So we
Yeah,
have
so
that.
it starts
Yeah,
at
you're
100.
200 right there.
Mito says that rail spike launcher is hilarious.
I love it,
He likes
yeah.
that. Yeah, Clint thinks it's pretty cool.
It's almost as cool as a double
That's
shot
the
mini
current
nuke
carry
launcher.
weight, right?
No, it's your maximum.
No.
That's my
The
maximum.
double shot mini nuke launcher is just beautiful.
It's
It's nothing standing on a tall building and just fire nukes down onto the enemies below you. It's almost as
Okay.
satisfying as calling down an artillery strike on a death claw.
Huh.
That
would
was
be nice.
fun.
He's concerning.
No,
Yes.
no.
Yes.
It is very satisfying to call down an artillery strike on a death claw.
I never got to that point where I made an artillery strike.
Oh yeah, all my facilities all have artillery cannons. So I was leaving one of the facilities and there's a death claw across the water that was, I don't wanna say it's a pond, because it actually has a functioning river. Just kind of walking around, so I hucked a smoke grenade over there and just watched as it rained down like a dozen shells on it. Which it killed it on the first shell, but it was still funny to watch call down an artillery strike on a death claw.
Only you, Clint.
Yes,
Only-
only me.
I need to get that up and play that again.
And those death claws, the first time I ran
They're
across them in a
brutal.
game,
And they're gonna be real brutal in this game.
I was like, my God, man, this is what the kids
Brutal.
are talking about.
Ah! I can check rebar 3 times.
Well, at this point now, I can take one out with a shish kebab, but I walk up with the Gauss rifle and just start wailing it. But Deathclaw doesn't matter to me. Of course, it can't get through my power armor either.
Right?
But it does chew on you if you're in first person mode. I don't know if you've ever played in first person mode, the Deathclaw gets a hold of you.
Yeah.
You literally go into its mouth.
Yeah.
Because it tries to chew on you. Luckily, I was in power armor, so it couldn't. And had to spit me back out. But yeah, it tries to eat you.
Nice.
Okay,
All
your
right.
damage resistance.
Nope, yeah, it does say Mr. Handy Robots calculate carrying weight different.
So this book, Mythos, and whoever's watching, it's pretty
Alright.
in depth. I mean,
All
it's
right,
got everything you need. How
So-
many of these sheets came, Clint? They're pretty nice.
100 on the pad.
Wow, 100 on the
Because that's
pad.
why I say you buy the Games Master kit, for sure.
Yeah.
It is very much worth having, especially since it's only like $30. It's not super expensive.
In the hobby world, $30 is nothing.
No,
dude.
not for what you got. You got, the GM book alone is gold, just the book. If it weren't for the maps and the tokens and everything, that's fine. But the book alone takes all your equipment, all your armor, everything, and puts it into one easy to read book. So for the GM, it's just quick reference it instead of flipping through this book. Yeah, it's beautiful. All right. So damage resistance for everyone is 0 right now until you get armor.
Where you put that at?
DR?
It's-
Yeah, the DR, physical DR, radiation DR, yeah, that's all gonna be zeros right now.
So it's the physical.
Where are we at?
Right here.
So anything that says DR right now is a 0. Now, once you have armor,
Well,
that will
Right here where it
change.
says physical DR,
Yeah,
And I'm still affected by energy.
B0.
now yours,
I'm still affected by energy, but I'm not affected by radiation.
yeah, I gotta figure out,
That's in NA.
yours,
Including poison, dear? So all of them?
yeah, right now it's DR. Now, there are perks that'll let you be immune to poison, immune to radiation, their armor will be resistant to physical and energy. Thing we gotta figure out with you, Keegan, is you can't wear armor. So what is your actual damage resistance?
Doesn't
And that,
say in the
I
book.
think-
Yeah, but they're making it sound like Mr. Handy can wear armor in this game.
Let me check something. I thought it was on the chart that, no, you have a chart for your damage. It's different. Or you have your own, no, you have your own hit location chart, okay. So we don't use the normal one when you're taking hits, you've gotta consult this chart. So then how is your?
Over here.
Alright,
It says my strength can be increased by armor, so
Yeah.
apparently I can get into armor or something.
I wonder if it just assumes that we're tacking armor onto you.
Probably.
Okay, then we'll go with that, yeah, then we'll go with that. Alright, everybody's defense rating is based on your agility. So if your agility is 8 or less, your defense rating is a 1. If your agility is 9 or higher, your defense rating is a 2. Defense is right here.
Okay. And it goes off your agility.
It goes off your
It
agility.
goes 5.
Your agility is 5, so you have a defense of 1.
A defensive 1.
Evie?
So we all have a defensive 1, Clint?
No, I don't know, what's your agility?
6.
Okay.
Okay, so you would have a defense of 1. Your agility, Evie?
So she's got a 1.
5, so she would have a defense of 1.
Yep, and you have a
One.
defensive 1. Right here.
Yep.
1.
Just one, even.
Yeah,
like
right now
that,
it's one.
3. Okay.
When that gets above 9,
What
Then
do I do for metal?
then that'll go to 2.
Melee damage, we'll get there. We're not there yet.
Oh, okay.
We will be there shortly.
Why does he have one?
You all have 1.
I know, but he has it right now.
Because he
He
gets
wrote
one,
it on
he gets a
his
plus
sheet.
1 to his melee damage.
He
Yeah,
gets
plus
plus
one.
1 to his melee damage.
Yeah,
Okay,
So
but
what-
you just
when-
said
when we
you
get-
haven't
we'll get
got
there.
to that
No.
yet.
His perk gives, or one of his abilities gives him a plus 1 to melee.
yep.
So that's why he noted that there. Don't worry about what grade son's on his sheet.
Confused.
It's just one of the abilities we were looking at earlier that
Yeah.
I took. It said add 1 to melee, so
Yeah,
I just put
because it
plus
was-
1 because that's what it said to do.
Alright.
So initiative then,
Initiative is your perception plus your agility.
so,
So add your perception and
Mine's
your
11.
agility, so that's your initiative.
okay.
Agility, so that would be 10.
10, so put it in there as 10.
All right,
I missed something.
Alright. So,
Hold on, I'll catch you up one. Okay, what do you
your initiative is
Is this
Your
one, so 7,
perception plus
plus
your
agility, so
3.
10.
So it's 10,
Okay. Initiative.
yeah.
And then your health is your endurance. That's your luck, so 8.
Thank you. Is that maximum or current?
no, that's your. For
That's
what?
maximum.
For what?
And say, well, oh no, you didn't get health yet, did you?
No, we haven't gotten to health yet.
I read ahead.
Is it gonna be maximum or current, because he just did
It'll
it?
be
It should be
maximum.
current.
Health is gonna be current, well, no, right now it's your maximum.
Okay, thank you.
Current is when you take damage, so,
So you heal yourself.
so right now, health points is your endurance plus your luck.
I changed my name to Ivy Yellowstone.
Okay, cool. That'll work,
Weird.
that's fine,
I haven't decided on any of that.
so, okay, so then health
A
points,
child.
so HP,
I'm
okay,
thinking Heidi, but
Yeah.
I haven't decided yet.
I'm trying to think.
Current
Alright,
when you
so
take
yeah, so right now it's your max, current will be what you're down to health wise, which is the other is all armor resistance, so, okay. Then melee damage, will go off your strength. Greg, what's your strength?
5, so my melee damage is 6, right?
Yeah. Normally, you wouldn't get a bonus at a 5, but because of yours, you have the bonus. So if your strength is 7 or 8,
Keegan?
to Evie, what's your strength? 5?
Oh, yeah, see it, no.
So you have no melee bonus. So right now it's a 0.
I get
You
a,
just roll normal damage is what
For
that
what?
means.
I get a
your
plus,
melee.
I get a +1 dice.
Mine's really lucky.
Yeah.
See Mythos? Check it out.
So, yeah, you get a +1 dice.
6, 6, 6. I should be just fine in this
Oh,
game.
Oh, 1.
Sorry, the melee damage would be it'll be +1 for you. I'm sorry, the number you would put in there would be +1.
Oh, okay.
Because melee damage can be based on the weapon plus any of bonuses. So
You
anyone
must
has,
have- you-
no one has a strength of 9 or so.
No.
So I,
D, what's your strength?
What's your strength? 3.
3.
3 goes to
Okay,
melee damage.
so she would have a 0 there. She would have no bonus for melee damage.
Thanks.
Oh, that's just for,
That's just your bonus. That's all that is.
okay, so I just need to put a +1 in there.
You would need a +1, and Greg would have a +1. Evie would have a 0,
okay.
D would have a 0. Now, eventually, as your strength changes, that'll change as well. Or you get some specialized weapon or
Yeah,
something
well,
like that.
apparently you can get your strength over 11.
By modifying, yes. Our power armor will take your strength above
Yeah.
maximum, for example. Okay.
And then choose
Alrighty.
your equipment.
Oh. You get Mr. Gutsy plating
You give Mr. what? Oh, plates, like
Like-
armor plating?
and recon sensors.
Well,
Sorry,
For
what is it?
Keegan, I'm just looking.
For Mr.
Let me see what your Mr. Gutsy plating does. Hold on. It'll be easier if I look it up in this.
Where do we put those at?
It's your armor. Give me a second. Let
what
me.
is that you got there, the GM?
This is the GM book. This thing, here you go. This is what I said, it's worth its weight in gold for this game.
Get this in your
Because it's
tool.
all the,
Part of the toolkit.
it's all the Game Master stuff, so it's all the stats for armor and everything else.
Wow.
So,
So you got everything you need in here.
yeah, because according to,
Oh, I don't get a
Holy
pincer.
crap.
Would the lights help in here?
I don't get a pincer.
you should be able to get a pincer.
So that
It
comes
says
in the
one
book,
10
in the
millimeter
kit.
auto pistol arm,
Yeah,
one buzzsaw
I'm letting you
arm,
have a pincer.
and one laser emitter.
Yeah, I'm letting you have a pincer. Because you're not standard.
So we're just gonna get rid of the 10 millimeter pistol arm.
Is that handy?
Blinding.
Well, and you're, yeah,
Right.
It's blinding.
It's not blinding.
It is blinding.
Have another cup of
God
coffee,
said
Evie.
let
You're
there be
good.
light.
Dad, I
And
need
it was
more
so-
coffee.
no,
I have this persona based on a stereotypical drill sergeant.
basically, yeah. Basically. Alright,
This
I'm
is
gonna find your
I'm
Mr.
gonna go crazy during my archery tournament.
Your archery
No,
tournament, that's
she is
later.
her last archery tournament. You're not gonna go crazy. It's too
I
risky.
had
sad?
caffeine.
You're fine.
As long as she doesn't say, run, Dad, run.
Focus.
Mods that.
Take his leg out.
Nah.
Just focus.
Should be a spot on the back for mods,
Nah.
I believe.
Nah.
Perks and
Run
traits,
around the block when you
Where
get
is
home.
your,
items.
Nah, I wanna play in the
where's
park.
your Mr. Gutsy plating?
So you're looking at what the plating armor is for.
I'm trying to figure out what
Keegan's
That's
Mr.
still
Gutsy.
works.
Yeah, cause it's
Yeah.
a little different with him. It doesn't say,
So on the podcast, we'll go ahead and end that here. We'll keep this live stream going, but you guys are gonna listen on the podcast. This is just part of the Fallout creation for the RPG book, so we're gonna be live streaming it anyways, the game. Well, that's good, Evie, that'll come up good.
wow.
What?
Anyways, yeah, so check out the videos when we put them on. We'll let the podcast go with that, you guys. So let's Fallout, the role-playing game. If you like the video game, you're gonna like this.
Baloo.
I didn't realize there were so many Mr. Handies.
There's a lot, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna have to look that up.
Handy,
But
handy.
I gotta figure out what your
Podcast
recon
corner.
sensor mod does too.
Case,
Yeah, I don't even know where we put mods. I guess they go in the items and keep
done
them
with the
on.
podcast.
Yeah, yeah, what it says in this is just basically that's what you start with, Keegan.
Action.
You would have picked up other things along the way.
A child.
No.
No, you don't just randomly. I found this out in the wilderness.
And then
And
chuck
it
a
wants
baby,
food
and then-
and it needs
and then-
diapers.
And then chuck a baby at a what the heck do you call the green things? The
I don't know, but don't go too
Superman.
dark, Keegan, you're live streaming, so.
The what?
the frick is those green things called?
Superman.
Yeah,
The mutants.
chuck a baby at the super mutant dies, and the baby starts crying, wants a bottle. That'd be horrible.
Yeah, that would not be good. Ugh.
Greg is gonna have to roll for his armor.
Roll for my armor.
Yep, cause you're gonna.
Where's the
rate-
dice, man?
You're randomly.
None of us brought dice.
No.
Yeah, I did, I
No.
brought dice.
I know you bought dice, and that's why you bought that box, is to use them.
We have ice.
Okay.
Okay, just Mr. Gutsy
No, wait,
plating,
show
like
it off,
standard
Chucky.
plating with better
Yay.
thermal absorption
Put it up.
properties to reinforce against energy weapons. This is standard
Wow.
plating
Slow
for Mr.
down.
Gutsy.
Let's
As
see
a
how
default,
much
Mr.
takes
Gutsy
a
character
second.
should select Mr. Gutsy starting package, okay?
All right, there we go.
Yes,
Official
Mr. Gutsy
Fallout
plating,
dice.
physical damage 2, energy damage 2, all locations.
Physical and what?
Physical and energy resist damage 2 to all locations.
So, what do I need to roll here?
Not yet, Greg. I'll get there in a second.
Oh, oof. This is where you take the damage.
Actually,
These
you're
are
just
kinda
rolling
cool.
the D6.
I know, but it shows
Wait, is there
you
two everywhere?
where you
For
take
both
the
2 for
damage.
physical and energy to all locations.
Or
Technically
part of the
says
body.
-10 carry weight. I'm just gonna ignore that. Just say you, for some reason, it doesn't affect you.
The energy weapons are good, Mythos, yes. That's part of the fun, man.
Okay.
But that one big die I showed you this set, right, so,
And real
It's-
quick, I'm jumping your character a
it's
little
got
bit
quite a
ahead.
few dice in it, but this big one, it tells you if you got wounded in the
You're
head, the
gonna
torso,
actually
the
have
left
a
arm, right leg.
Armor
So,
bolt suit. Because I'm not
so
gonna
there's
just worry about
literally,
adding it
let me see
later
if I
when
can do
you,
this close.
when you go.
Where will I
You're-
put it on the
Yeah,
front
yeah,
of
so
that?
I'll tell you in a minute. It'll go into that big chart on your stats. Just give me a minute. Let me. I gotta find
Yeah.
the. Well, I guess I can use.
I don't know how well it's, anyways, all parts. So whatever it lands on, you can
Oh,
tell
that
what you
shows
got
what,
hit.
what
Yeah,
you
look, look, it shows you what was hit.
get. Right arm.
Yeah, that's why I wanted
Okay.
extra dice.
Yeah. What was the cost of those dice? 20.
$19.
$20 is all?
$19.51 on Amazon.
Oh, so that's a
Yeah.
cheap,
Roll
they're-
that one soon.
that's a cheap set for those dice, they're pretty cool.
You need to roll this one soon.
Okay, well, we'll keep it out.
Just a minute, Evie.
Chill.
Don't tell me to chill.
Yes, tell you to chill.
All right.
So the energy weapons, yeah, those, Mythos likes them,
Okay.
he says. Apparently Keegan's going for a robot flinging diapers and dishes and anything else that can throw up poop.
Okay.
Oh my god, can you imagine killing somebody with a diaper?
A dirty diaper,
Oh, that's even worse. Oh my god, talk about humiliating
a
death.
loaded diaper.
That's
That'd be
a,
humiliating death.
that's a crappy way to die.
Yeah, it would be. It'd be humiliating.
Anyway.
What
Yeah.
made you decide to use the diaper as a weapon? It says it can hold up to 10 pounds.
Okay.
Why not?
See in the back of your sheet, you've got a field that says gear.
Gear. What time is it there, Keegan?
I don't know.
Write it.
I can't see it.
203.
Oh, 2:03. I will have to leave here in a few minutes, you
Yeah.
guys.
Why'd you
Well,
look
the
at my
basic
phone?
character stuff's done. It's just a matter of setting up everything else, and we can always finish that before we get started too. But
Do you wanna do him first?
What's your, well, I have to leave a
Okay,
little
do you
later
want-
than
I'm on 78. I'm looking at D's stuff.
about 10 minutes, cause I've gotta take somebody to work and then make sure I get
You
home
gotta
and get
kill
that
someone
stuff.
at work?
No,
Yes,
no, I
'cause you-
happen to like my new job, so no, I'm good.
So, where are you looking at? Vault Tech Resident?
I'll check security. That's
Oh,
the
security.
closest it's gonna come. She's not actually gonna start with security armor, but
Okay,
So what do I
so,
do?
Here, I'm.
all right, Greg, are you? Oh boy, he can choose a lot of different. Okay, so she's gonna need the the jumpsuit.
Do I just don't write all that in there?
Yeah, in the gear.
You write all this in the gear.
She's gonna get the vault jumpsuit, the Pit Boy, one stim pack, and a Vault Tech canteen. Or I would just put one purified water. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Greg, you can either start as a mercenary, a raider, a settler, a trader, or a wanderer.
oof.
Mercenary would be kind of badass.
Mercenary would be bad. It's gonna give him a little better armor and some better weapons.
What was it? Raider, Settler, and what was the other one?
Trader or Wanderer.
What attributes does the Wanderer have?
Well, Wanderer is just you have a drifter outfit, one melee weapon, a pipe gun, a bit of food, and some caps.
This would be better.
You're just basically wandering from place to place.
I'm a survivor, so I'm just wondering if that would help me fit into pretty much wherever.
Well, any of them will work. Trader, I mean,
How about the mercenary one? What's
so
it do?
Mercenary is going to give you leather armor, first of all. You'll have leather chest piece, leather arm, and leather leg. So you get basically 3 pieces of armor. So that will actually be more of a benefit to you there. You would get a machete, baseball bat, or tire iron as a standard. Then you would also get either a 10mm pistol, a 44 pistol, a hunting rifle, or a bolt action pipe gun. I wouldn't bother with the pipe gun. So
Well, let's go with that mercenary then.
okay,
So where do I? put
you're
that?
gonna have, alright, so on a mercenary, because you're gonna have a leather chest piece, a leather arm, your choice of arm, and your choice of leg. It'll give you a damage resistant to that location.
Okay,
Hang
so
on here.
do I
So,
write that down as an item?
Yeah, you will, give me a second, let me find leather armor. Alright.
Very funny, Kitty. Very
Alright,
funny. He
the
took
leather
the
chest
phone
piece.
ethos and put that in there.
Alright, so the leather
Very
chest
nice.
piece, Greg,
Yep.
the leather chest piece will give you 1 to physical and 2 to energy. No, it's in your sheet, other side of the sheet, Greg.
But you said leather, this is my items, I'm not.
Yeah, but your armor is those boxes right there in the middle of your sheet. Do you see where it says physical energy resistance?
Fizz,
Yeah.
Fizz,
that's where you
physical
put the
damage.
resistance, energy resistance.
There's no energy resistance, it
Yeah,
just
there
says
is.
energy
It's
GR. Okay.
Energy,
Yeah,
yeah,
that energy damage
resistance.
resistant, physical
Okay.
damage resistant.
Okay, so it's gonna be
So,
on the right.
on the chest only.
Torso, okay.
Yep, so physical is gonna be 1, energy is gonna be 2.
A 1 and a 2.
Okay. The leg, I don't care which leg, pick your leg, doesn't matter.
Let's
It's
go
also
with the
1 and
right
2.
leg. Okay, and the right arm.
Yep, that'll work.
Frost and Fist says, I've been dreaming of this day.
Oh, God.
I should probably be afraid.
I should be,
Okay.
but something tells me, no,
So-
never mind.
Under your, should be a section for weight. It's probably on the other side.
For how much weight
Thanks,
you're carrying.
Mythos. Thank you.
Yeah, current weight, okay. So, current weight for you is nothing. I'm not charging you for the plating.
Okay. I'm good.
Greg's current weight though is gonna be 5, 6, 7, 9. So on the bottom of your sheet, no, backside, on the bottom of the sheet, current, you see where it says your maximum weight and then current weight?
Yeah.
Right
Your
now
200
it's
should be
9.
down 1.
Current weight is 9. That'll change, that'll keep changing. Cause what are you picking for a weapon?
What's my
So
option?
you could do the 10mm pistol, the 44 pistol, a hunting rifle, or a bolt action pipe rifle. I would not bother with the bolt action pipe rifle.
I would do I think the 10mm is pretty good in the game, wasn't it?
Yeah, but the 44 does 6 damage versus 4 on the 10mm.
Well, that's.
But the only advantage is you can shoot faster with the 10.
Well, I'll do the 44.
In this game, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
And actually, the 44 does vicious damage, so it's got a little extra.
Okay, so we'll go with the 44. Do I
Okay.
put that in my items?
So that's gonna go on the front page, under weapons, down below.
Okay.
44 pistol.
44.
Yeah, then you should probably put laser emitter.
Yeah, your laser should be on the front, yeah.
And then skill.
Alright, so skill is small guns.
Okay.
Damage is 6.
The effects.
Effects is vicious. Which I need to find out what vicious does. I mean, it's probably hurts.
Type and rate.
Laser.
Type, rate, and range.
Type, okay, so weapon type is small guns.
Small. Okay.
Yep. Yeah.
Rate.
1.
It's gonna be slower range.
C, so close.
Close. Qualities.
It says close quarters. So just put close. And your weight's gonna be 4.
Okay, and my ammo, how much do I have of that?
Merc gets, rolls 5, ooh. Roll 5d6.
On ammo?
No, roll 5d6. Roll 5 of the 6-sided dice. I don't know what you're gonna actually, I think it's gonna fun, so you're gonna want
Only got 4.
you want the pit boy face.
And then
I
roll-
got
There's 2, roll one more.
roll one top.
Is it 2?
Okay, so 2 plus 10, so 12 rounds.
12 to start with?
That's what you
Okay.
start with, yep.
That's why these dice come in so handy.
No, I'm gonna work on your weapons
My
later.
damage rate is 5.
G, I'm gonna work on your weapon stuff later, because you're gonna start with a different type of gun.
Okay.
4.
Okay, and then, was that it then?
So really, that's, if there's any more we need to do with yours, we'll cover that when we actually start playing. We'll do some finishing up stuff. I just wanna get your basic stuff down. Yeah, if you'd done with the bolt action pipe rifle, Greg, you would've had 4 damage.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it would've been, and unreliable. I still gotta find out what vicious does.
Yeah, vicious sounds, well,
Vicious?
vicious, yeah.
It might only tell me in the other.
For sure. So the more you do to this sheet, the fuller it gets.
Yep,
And it'll be a quick reference when you're done. Although it does take time, I guess if you were just doing it on your own, and you're by yourself and knew what you were doing, you could whip the sheet out pretty quick. But the fact that you get 100 of them and they're color
yeah.
double-sided
it's
sheets,
really nice.
How much ammo do we start
that's
with?
pretty cool in that kit.
You got the laser.
Yeah.
Laser's unlimited. Because it runs off your power source.
Oh, okay.
So you have unlimited with the laser.
Well, Mythos, I will tell you,
And skill comes off your skills,
if you were
right?
close enough to play,
skill
you
is
would
gonna
absolutely
be,
game.
the laser will be your energy weapon
We're
skill.
working on something about coming out that way, so don't be
I'm
surprised.
trying to figure out the T.
Tell your wife to look for some
The
strange
what?
looking dude that smells like plastic.
Target number.
Never know, sir.
That is not gonna apply in this case yet.
Good.
We'll have to cross that bridge later.
It's a tag to start with it, so.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's nasty.
alright. Yeah, D stuff will
Do
work
I need to
out a
put
little
my
later.
melee weapon in there too? My.
Yeah, you will. That's your buzzsaw. Let's see if I can find vicious real quick. And now I'm really curious what vicious does.
Great.
Something.
Look from Buzzsaw.
Yeah, this would be cool
Buzzsaw.
if we could drag Mythos into, what we should do is just take a surprise trip to Texas.
Sure.
We're gonna go to Kansas, so may as well.
Okay,
go to
we're in Texas.
Where does Mythos live? I can't remember. I get him confused with Brian and
Well,
Mel.
Brian lives in Temple.
Yeah.
I was so close to meeting him.
But yeah.
Actually, I was really close. It's just we didn't connect. Houston.
Where's the melee
Yeah.
weapon?
They're in Houston.
I was just on melee weapons. It's like page 100.
Well, if
I was just in Waco in December.
I could see that. Waco. With everything that's going on in the world, you had to
Waco's
go to
really
Waco. Waco.
Debilitating.
Waco was really close to
The shish
Temple.
kebab.
I just didn't connect with them. on the phone.
Oh, nice. The difficulty of any skill test to treat injuries inflicted by a debilitating weapon is increased by 1. It makes it harder for them to heal if you shot them with it, because you just blew a hole through them.
Oh!
Nice.
Well,
Buzzsaw's not in here.
So I only have those 3 things from the vault.
I'll get it. You'll have more, just, we're not there yet. I've gotta do something a little different with yours, because I'm not finding what I'm looking for.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have to figure it out. You're gonna, when you leave the vault, you're actually gonna have a little more than what you would have had because of how you're leaving the vault. So I've just gotta work that in.
Apparently the buzzsaw not in here.
Yeah, it should be.
Is there an index on the back?
No, I don't think there is.
Oh, wait, 422.
Okay.
Nope, it's not in the indexes either.
It might be good for me to have something to barter with.
Barter?
That the normal people don't have out in the world.
Ooh, coffee grounds.
You mean like purified water?
And coffee grounds.
You mean I could leave with dehydrated water?
No.
and-
Not
You have-
dehydrated water. Add water to make this water.
You have purified
Water.
water.
What if I leave with a purifier?
There is no, because it's the size of this room.
Okay,
So you're
Oh, you
saying
haven't
it
played Fallout
exceeds the
1
weight
yet.
no, I
Trust me, I don't know how
I-
they are either.
I
Water
did,
purification chip.
I
It's the whole reason
did-
you leave the vault in the first place.
I did play Fallout 1, except I didn't get very far because I don't know what buttons to push or something happened. I don't know what to do.
Well, I first asked Keegan if he'd ever played Fallout. He said, does it count tripping and falling out of a window? I was like, that's not really the Fallout we're talking about, but it is out of a building. Thankfully,
Maybe
Keegan just
I-
hit his head and there was no damage done. Right, Keegan?
While drinking coffee too from Frost and Fist.
Yes, sir. It would be coffee to go, because I said, Clint, that I may mail myself in a big cardboard box just with holes for ventilation, so be prepared.
Okay, do what you gotta do.
I do what I gotta do, it saves on postage.
I could leave with something to do with explosives and medicine.
I don't know if you need explosives, Dee.
We'll get there. You'll find those. They're laying all over the place.
Okay.
Oh, so it starts in LA.
Just don't step on any of them.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I'm good with stepping on things.
Yeah, you can ignore it, which means you can also take them as you go.
So
Guys,
you
leave
avoid
me in
the,
front of a
but you
minefield.
avoid the
I should
traps,
make
right,
friends
Evie?
with
So-
you. If I meet you, I should make friends with you.
It's form an alliance.
That is odd, that is, yeah, the saw blade
Form
is,
an alliance.
it's not,
If he'll let us.
I wonder if it counts as a melee
Dad,
weapon.
can me and D form an alliance?
Game Master
you're all
says
gonna be
no.
together in a group.
5
eventually.
times later of
But
Dad,
then me
Game
and
Master
Dee
says
form
no.
You have to pound the butts off, actually.
Father,
I'm gonna have to Google that, because,
father.
Hold on.
oh, wait, no, here it is, it's in your thing, page 54.
Oh, that's right, I'm on page 54.
That's right, because it's a very specialized weapon. Ouch. It's a very precise weapon.
Fantastic mythos, outstanding. He says he's playing Borderlands too and listening to us doing Fallout. And he's
Nice.
drinking coffee. So we got a convert. Right on.
Multitasker.
Multi.
You have to
I can only pick
multitask.
up to 40 pounds.
Yeah, with the arm.
Yeah, if you can't multitask, then I don't know what to say.
Let's see here.
Yeah, your pincher also does 2 dice physical damage in combat.
With unarmed attacks.
Yeah,
You can cut,
Plus
just make
you-
a melee. Shoot the butts off.
Snap to it, Evie. Snap to it.
Inflict 3 of this.
so 3 piercing
So
damage.
do it again, we'll add the sound effects. Pew, pew.
Piercing.
No, guys, this is
51.
21 in sign language.
So it's piercing.
What if you did that to somebody, they'd think you were holding them up though?
It's 21 in sign language.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously close quarters. Range
You know
is
what
close.
this is?
What's the rate on that?
I think
I
it's
need a new
single.
manicure.
Huh?
Because it's a melee weapon.
That'll work.
Fresh dip.
Piercing, dude.
I don't have a manicure.
You
It's
want
gonna give you
fresh
a bonus.
This is called dip. It's a kind of a manicure.
Dip and chips? Is it the same thing or are we talking something different? We're talking something different.
It's a kind of a manicure.
Okay, note to self.
Oh, I only get
No.
20 shots of ammo per
No,
weapon.
they dip your
Except for the laser.
fingers, they put something
Okay.
on your
Lasers
fingernail
on
and then
them,
you
we're just
dip it
leaving
in
it
powder.
That does
Where?
not seem
Because it's
sanitary.
kind of stupid if it's running off your power source,
Dip it in
why
powder.
would
So
you have
limited 20
limited?
shots.
Yeah, I mean, one
Still
could
doesn't
argue that it may need
like
time to
red
cool
powder.
down, but really,
Still doesn't seem sanitary.
alright, it has, I am not finding piercing.
Where's your,
I just made a mistake.
you always make a mistake because you're weird. Nope, that's not that.
Piercing. Oh, does it have a rating behind the piercing?
No.
Yeah, 1.
Okay, so ignores 1 point of target's damage reduction for each effect rolled,
Well,
where X is the rating of this one effect.
So it doesn't
So
even
so when you're attacking, they reduce 1 from their rating. So if they only have a physical of 1, it's now a 0.
so you're taking away from them.
They're taking away from their armor.
Kinda like a
because the saw is
negative
cutting
armor.
through it.
Yep.
Yeah. So that actually, that saw is pretty brutal in close
Yeah,
combat.
so is that. So is the interview weapon because it does the same thing.
Yeah, but you know,
Nice.
saws are brutal, hence
Well-
power swords.
Yeah,
Do you even know
The chains.
why saws were made?
yes.
Not you. I already told you.
Saws
Ooh,
were made to cut
Fasting.
things. That's why they were made to cut down trees.
Actually, it's interesting.
No, they were made to cut off baby body parts.
Let's
Saws were
discuss it.
initially made for medical use,
Yeah,
initially. Then everyone realized, oh, hey, this works for other things, like trees.
go figure that somebody would think
Shocker.
of it to
Yeah,
use
they were
it.
used, it
Here,
was initially used for
here's your
medical.
lid, Clint.
Oh, it's got a lid. Oh,
Alright,
cool.
do we
Well,
want
it
to do we
keeps
want
your
to leave
dice
these
from
with
falling
Clint or
out.
take them home?
It's up to you I figured you guys would probably leave yours with me,
Here you
'cause
go.
Yeah,
just to make it easy. That's
Well-
why I bought the
Here.
binder. to put
I'm
them
not done with mine, so go ahead.
Well, Clint,
He's
Clint's
taking
gotta
mine
have
home.
Oh,
either
let me,
way.
take a pic. Let me take a pic. And then, so I know what I have.
so my character's name before I sign
it.
off
The other thing that,
is gonna be unforgettable. It's just gonna be, hey, you,
G.
Keegan. General Kenobi, all right,
yeah,
right on.
G.
Whose pencil?
Yes.
Mine.
All right, take that back.
You followed me on Instagram and.
All right, Mitos, we're wrapping this up,
you can
but,
take your sheet with you, Dee, it
like I
doesn't
said, this
matter.
is a safe space for
Yeah,
coffee.
she got
I
the books,
need
she
to-
got the books, you can.
And
What I
plastic
need- what
addicts.
She can, because what I need to work on doesn't require her sheet.
Okay.
It just requires me to reference some stuff in the book.
I got skedaddle home.
It does have a holder for the pencil. too.
Yep, I gotta get going. I will catch up with you guys and see you guys here shortly on
See
the
you
live
4
show. If you can come by, Mitos, come by. Yeah, you have a good day too, man. Play, game away. And welcome to
Like, guys, she said.
Coffee Anonymous, I guess. It was just disguised as a gaming group, okay? We're just coffeeholics, so you know, it's all good.
So
All right,
let's
I'll
not
catch you
get
guys
very
later.
upset.
Have a
So,
good
yeah,
day.
still planning
Our
on
show's
doing
at 4. Catch you
Forbidden
later.
Skies next Sunday, provided my life doesn't